In this video, I want to show you how to use the Freehand tool and the other tool underneath it. So I've created my CorelDraw document already. So I'll come down to the Freehand tool. You can access the Freehand tool by pressing F5 on your keyboard. So the Freehand tool just allows you to draw, like you can use your pencil on your paper. It helps you to draw a freehand shape. So how do you do that? Just click there and drag. Okay, click and drag any shape you want to have. If you want to have an enclosed shape, all you just need is to come here, return to the starting point, and you see the bending arrow showing up. Then you release your mouse, so you have formed the shape. You can see it's just the way you use your hand that you see that the shape is formed. So another thing is that when you want to use the freehand tool and you are drawing a shape, you can use the Shift key to delete back to any point you are coming from. For instance, if I want to come back to somewhere here and I want to form a shape that come a bit down, I want to reduce the amplitude, I can come here, you see where the red is, then I'll release my Shift key and I'll drag down here. So that's that. You have formed it, you have created a shape out of it. So if I want to use the freehand tool to create a straight line, all I need to do is to click the first point and come to the end point. Then at that end point, I'll hold down my Shift key, then I'll click and I'll form a straight line. I can still come here and come to the end point and click. So that's a straight line. Okay, I want to claim my board or my work area. I'll double click the pick to select all, and I'll hit delete on my keyboard. Then I come to the next tool. The next tool is 2-point line. The 2-point line just allows me to draw line from one point to another. So how do I mean? All you just need, if you want to do that, click down from at the starting point, then drag to the next point, then click, release your mouse. You've successfully created a line. So that's a straight line. You can also use it to create a perpendicular line, and you can see at the interactive property bar, this is the default option, which is the 2-point line. When you come down here, you can use it to create a perpendicular 2-point line. And how will you do that? Just click here, drag, click, then come here also and create any line perpendicular to the first line, and that is that. So if you want to, you can still use it to create a tangential line, as in you want to draw a line that forms a tangent. If I want to create a line that forms a tangent to this point, all I just need to do is to come here and come to this point, any point I want, then draw the line. Draw the line the way you want the tangent formed. So that is that. So I'm going to the next tool. The next tool on my list is the Bezier Tool. The Bezier Tool is this. You access it. Please let me clean the work area. I'll come back to the Bezier Tool. So it's selected. So the difference of the Bezier Tool is that it lets you draw a freehand shape too. And the Bezier tool just allows you to join one point to another. This point, if I come to this point, it will be joined just by clicking once. And I come to this one will also be joined, this will be joined, and this will be joined. If I want to make a curve out of this point and this point, all I just need is to come to the next point and I drag the handle. This is the control handle that control how my shape would be. And if I want to draw this out of it, I can quickly draw. And if I want to come here in return, if I want to continue from here, all I just need to do is to come and click the next point, and you can see the curve is still working there, and that's what makes this to come up. If I don't want that, I still can do something like this, and I can always manipulate it the way I want. You can use the shape tool anyway on any node. You can use the shape tool on any node and use it to form any kind of shape you want to have. So the shape tool allows you to manipulate any shape you desire. I'll go to the next one. The next tool here is the pen tool, and sincerely I'm not treating this now. The pen tool is an intimidating tool that many people run from, and what I want to do is to create a whole video for the pen tool and show you those things about it. Permit me to go to the B-Spline. The B-Spline is an amazing tool. Yeah, a really amazing tool, and the B-Spline just allows you to, if you have an artwork of cloud, you want to draw something like a cloud, a water or river flow, wave, you want to do something like that, you want to do something like a heap or a mountain, you can always call upon the B-Spline tool. What the B-Spline tool allows you to do is that it lets you use control points to create your shape. And how do I mean? When you want to use it, click on the starting point, then come to the next point that you want. You can see the control. What you are actually clicking or determining with your click is the control point, not the shape itself. Well, the first thing that is generated is the control point. Then I come here and I want to do something like a water flow, and I come here. So when I'm done, I double click. So you can see something like that. So that's how that works. The B-Spline allows you to do things like this, and you can edit it. You can edit the control point. If you want to increase the amplitude, you can use the shape to click on it like I did and drag. If you want to increase this one, you can do this. What about this side? You can drag down, drag it, and modify it. Bring this one. You want to bring something out of this again, you can. If I come here and I click here, I can add another shape here. I can add another node. But if you want to remove any node, just double click, and everything will be removed, and as in the point will be removed. So that's the line. Let me just show you this before I go. See the B-Spline. Excuse me. There's some option that the B-Spline allows you to do. I'm coming. I'll select it. You can convert this shape to something like a clamp control point. It will form a kind of an inclined point instead of the curve there. Click here, you can control how it is. So once you click here, it will be a clamped point here. So I do that with the help of the shape tool, because we don't have that on the interactive property bar at default using the B-Spline itself. So that's the B-Spline tool. I always enjoy it. You can always enclose your shape also and get whatever you want the way you want it. So I'll go to the next two. The next two is the 3-point curve. The 3-point curve just allow you to draw a curve using 3 points. You start from the start. You stay on the starting point, drag away to the next point, release your mouse, then determine the third point, and the curve will be determined. If you move away from the 2 point, you will see you have a deeper curve, but if you move in, the curve is reduced. So once you are done, you click it and it will be generated. But you have an option to rotate about when you want to use the 3-point curve. How do I mean? Once you click here and you drag to the second point, you can hold down your shift key to rotate 15 degrees. You can see 15 degrees. Once you are done, determine the third point, and if you want to make a perfect curve out of it, you can hold down your control key, and that will help you to create a perfect curve looking like a circular shape. So once you are done doing that, just double click and it will be generated for you. So I'll go to the next one. I want to delete everything. So I'll go to the last one. This last one is called the smart drawing. This is how the smart drawing works. The smart drawing just allow you to sketch whatever you want, and CorelDraw try to use its own intelligence to compare what you have drawn with the shape it knows, and any shape that what you have drawn resemble is what CorelDraw generates for you. What do I mean? If I try to draw something like a circle on my screen, I release it. CorelDraw try to help me modify it. So, and we have the option for the smart drawing shape tool here. We have the shape recognition level. You select the level, whether the lowest, the low, the medium, the highest, and we have the smart smoothing level, how you want it to be smoothed up for you. No matter how bent you have drawn it, you can always select. I have it at highest. Okay, let me just draw something like something like this, looking like a rectangle, and see what CorelDraw will bring up for me. So can you see it came up with a rectangle for me. So if I try to draw something like a triangle, and I come back here, see, so CorelDraw came up with a triangle for me. So if I try to draw something better than what I've drawn here, and I draw something like this, if I try to do something like this, so that's how this smart drawing tool behaves. It helps you to create something from a perfect shape out of what you have drawn. So you can always erase what you have done while you are sketching. For instance, if I determine I've made an error in this circle that I'm planning to draw and I want to go back, just hold down your shift key and come back, and you see it will be deleted. Drag back, then I can start all over and do something like this. Perfect. That's a perfect circle. So created out of my sketch. So guys, I really appreciate the fact that you are there, and like I promised, I'll come back with the pen tool video tutorial. And please, after watching this, I want you to drop your comment, ask your question, and please subscribe to the channel. I'll see you later. Thank you for being there. I love you.